marketing. They'll never forget. It's a sure bet. Fairy tale marketing. Build your brand. Don't make it blend. Take the first step. Show them why your brand. You've got a vision, great. You've got a mission, first rate. It's time to communicate. It's time to relate. Build your brand. Don't make it blend. Take the first step. Show them why your brand. Your brand isn't a logo or a color scheme. No, no. It's not a slogan, you know, a trademark or copyright. Oh, oh, oh. Build your brand. Don't make it blend. Take the first step. Show them why your brand. Your brand is everything people say when they're talking about you. Reputation is king when it comes to branding. Build your brand. Don't make it blend. Take the first step. Show them why your brand. Your brand begins with you. Everything you say and do. Sharing your heart is true will bring customers to you. Build your brand. Don't make it blend. Take a first step. Show them why your brand. How do we spell heart? Your humanity builds empathy, gives authenticity. Your relatable story shows you're trustworthy, that shows your heart. Build your brand. Don't make it blend. Take the first step. Show them why your brand. Have the courage to be real. Don't let your fears steal. Power of your view. Honesty is the best deal. Build your brand. Don't make it blend. Take the first step. Show them why your brand. When you show your heart, that's when loyalty starts. It will set your brand apart. No one can replace your heart.
Woke up with my head under pressure so high, hiding all night, hiding behind my tired eyes. Coffee's cold, fragile light and shattered. Today's the day I shine. So I drew someone who'd fly. For a moment I could touch the sky. Lifted from these feelings I could fly. When love again comes around to drag me down, I reach for my pencil and turn it around.
I didn't want you to walk away, but I won't force you to stay. I never want you to.
All right, there we go. Now we gotta pop back in. Now I gotta make sure it can see my document because it's apparently deciding not to show it. Let's see. That's not what I needed. It's not wanting to show Chrome. Why is it not wanting to show Chrome? Pity, pity, pity. No, no, no. Some days, you know, the song that just played is some days you feel, you know, I felt like strong, and some days I feel like I could shatter, and today is just one of those days when I feel frustrated. I don't feel like I could shatter, I'm just frustrated. Because it's not wanting to do what it's supposed to do. Come on. Yeah. Piece of junk, probably. It just isn't showing up. I've got it there. It's just not showing up.
What do you mean? It's right there on the screen.
Oh, well, now it is. Never mind. All right, fine. So, there we go. It's the typical tech support challenge. The moment that you call the tech support guy to come over, he doesn't even have to do anything, and the computer behaves itself. It just knows not to mess around. Hey, Jeff! Good to see you. Nice to see you too, Cal. All right. Yes, tech is, well, you know, what is it? Robert Aspirin, I think, he said it best is, you know, tech is like a cat. It works when it feels like it, which means that it's usually not working when you want it to. So yeah, that's my life. All right, so we're going to read off where last week we just did a recap of the whole thing, and that's how we spent the entire stream. So this week, I'm going to lead you, we didn't even get all the way through all the chapters last week. And so one of the things that I think I'm going to start doing is chopping up these chapters and dropping them as their own little volumes. Maybe a short, I don't know how long it'll take me to read each chapter. I may do them as shorts throughout the week, just so you guys have something to keep you going. But at any rate, so here's where we actually left off writing the stories, chapter 12. Seymour's investigation begins. Seymour's team lost their first 2 rounds. A sniper took them out and he swore like a sailor before his phone buzzed again with a message. Waiting on the police. Big trouble, Lauren texted. No sign of Hawkeye. That grabbed Seymour's full attention. He exited the game after giving his teammates a quick goodbye. What kind of trouble? Back door smashed in. Blood on the pavement was her response. Seymour immediately thought of Mortis's bizarre scavenger hunt earlier. Was he somehow in on this? Was he trying to send the community a signal? I'm going to call Mortis. I wonder what he knows, Seymour texted her. Good idea was all Lauren responded. I'll let you know when I find out when the police arrive. Seymour hit the button for Mortis. The phone rang, but went straight to voicemail. Not a good sign. He tried again. No response. This was not looking good. He sent a text. Maybe Mortis just forgot to turn his phone back on. At least he hoped that's what it was. Still, it didn't sit right with him. He decided there was only one real way to find out for sure. Head to Mammoth Caves. The park was about an hour's drive from his house if you went the speed limit, but speed limits were for suckers as far as Seymour was concerned. I'm headed to Mammoth Caves, he texted Lauren before leaving the house. It took him less than 10 minutes to get on the road. He filled up a flask of whiskey and tucked it into his go bag. You never knew when it might come in handy, and maybe Hawkeye would appreciate it when they located him. It is true that these are sketches, basically. It does move quickly. There's lots of action with very little description is a right thing. This is typical of my rough drafts. I don't usually finalize and formalize details until all the action sequences are put into place, and I'm content with how it unfolds. Hey, Linda! Good to see you, girl. Hang in there, Hawkeye. We're going to get this figured out, buddy. Yeah, let's see. At 80 miles an hour, he could expect to be there in 40 minutes. He popped his cell phone into its holder and put on his playlist, jamming out to tunes to take his mind off the problems. In spite of Hawkeye's somewhat taciturn nature, the community loved the man. He supported their streams and showed up for them in a lot of different ways, not to mention that his skills with the bass guitar were the envy of many. What kind of trouble had Hawkeye gotten himself into, he wondered. He hoped it wasn't too serious, but Lauren's mention of blood on the pavement sounded ominous, and Mortis's weird scavenger hunt of objects belonging to Hawkeye made things seem even worse. It was disorienting to think of a real crisis coming to their community. Most of the problems they faced in common were financial, familial, or gear-related issues. This, though, was next level. All right, so the original plan for this chapter was that 67% of it would be from Seymour's point of view, and 33% would so it basically would finish with Lauren. Let's see. Speaking of details and things that give you a good picture, mental picture. So we have Seymour. He's on the road, headed toward Mammoth Caves. Let's start with our first poll of the day. Does Seymour's journey go smoothly, or does he have an accident on the way? Unexpected passenger. Unexpected detour. Let's see. Let's see what happens. I guess not accident, but incident. Got 4 votes. 3-1. We got an unexpected detour. I'm satisfied with that. Let's see where we could have this detour. Oh, okay. That's a good idea. Notice it's something that makes him pull over. Let's see. Let's think about. Oh, it's my pleasure, Rob. My pleasure. All right, so let's think about what that detour could be. Give me ideas in the chat for what the detour could be. What redirects his attention or makes him slow down? I have an idea, but we'll see what you guys come up with. Those are good ideas. We'll go with those four options. Hey, Sparky, good to see you. I didn't ask for it to be good or bad. It's no, there's absolutely no requirement for ideas to be good or bad. Oh, we're having a contest between a familiar car and a stranded dame showing leg. Now, here's one that's possible. We have a familiar car with a stranded dame showing leg. Since we've got about a 50-50, that's what we'll probably do. No, you guys are the writers. There we go. Yeah, sure, that's great. He's gonna make me a sandwich. Wait. Let's go. Hey, it's Delilah. I can't believe I just did that. No worries, Malachi. No worries. Oh my goodness. We're having quite the party here. All right. Oh, he's so sweet sometimes. Yes, indeed, he brought me not just one sandwich, but 2 sandwiches. Hey there, Delilah. I'm killing myself. And probably you guys. All right. He was 10 miles out from the exit to Mammoth Caves when he spotted a familiar car with a woman showing legs standing outside of it. He pulled over behind the vehicle and got out. Delilah? He asked as he approached the car. I can't believe it's you. She turned to him and her face registered shock, excitement, hope, and disbelief all at the same time. Seymour? What are you doing out here? Helping you, I guess. I was headed to Mammoth Caves. Why? He asked. She looked beautiful, the dark hair of hers whipping in the wind and that short red mini dress conforming to her sleek curves. Even after 10 years, she still caught his breath when he looked at her. I guess you can see I got into a bit of a mess. I was headed to Nashville, she admitted. Old Bessie's in the back. I hope you can help me get back on the road again. Old Bessie was Delilah's acoustic guitar. You're still running around with that thing? You've been playing that same guitar since college. Delilah nodded. No need to get a new guitar when the guitar you got works just fine. All right. Okay, no worries, Cal.
I'm about to head back to my room and I better see a bunch of plants when I get there.
Okay, so here's what you need to get a baritone guitar. Interesting. Let's see what a baritone guitar is, because, hey, color me ignorant. A longer scale guitar that plays in a lower register, bridging the gap between a standard guitar and a bass. Oh, okay. Cool. Requires more string tension, offering great sustain and a distinct feeling compared to standard guitars. Very interesting. The things you learn when you hang out with the guitar people. You guys are now officially guitar people, just for the record, right? Not human beings, just guitar people. Not musicians, guitar people. This is the writer speaking. I have invented new language for you. Ah, gotcha. Sorry. If you need me to zoom in, do ask. I have no problems doing that for you guys. Sometimes I forget that you guys may not be able to see it as well as I can. There we go. Is that better? Let's see, what would cause a sudden loss of power with the car? A failing alternator, a bad battery connection, a faulty ignition switch, or the fuel system sensor issues. Okay. It's a legit problem. Interesting. Mm. Well, that's about par for the course. Hmm. Now we go back to Lauren. We have done our bit where we actually, I guess that finishes the chapter for Seymour. I was gonna end with Lauren, but it makes sense to end there. And we learned a lot about Seymour in this chapter anyway, so it's a good place to end. It could be that she was a nag, and that might be the reason they have they had an unhealthy dynamic where they broke up, but we'll have to see. Seymour's the kind of guy who tends to value himself and other people by what's in the bank account, and she may be that same kind of person. And when you've got those two kind of people together, if things get financially rough, then they stop valuing each other. And that's when the relationship tends to go sour. So we'll see. Let's see. Where did we leave? Okay, Lauren was with Fireball. Okay. Fireball's hungry. There's a cold wind. So I kind of need to have the... No worries. No worries, Timmy. Good to see you, my man. Glad to see you're doing all right. That's also possible, Linda. When you're so obsessed with your dream, I call it the one ring mentality. Because and I only say this because I had it for a long time. There can be this mentality you get where you've got this dream that you're focused on, and you're constantly chasing it, and you don't see anything else except your dream in front of you, and you don't recognize that you're putting relationships and other people as a secondary priority in life, and you're never content with what you get because it's never quite where you wanted to be. You don't clock the successes, you don't clock the things that you've done or the things that have been done for you because they're not where you want to be. You just got your mind focused on what's ahead of you. And anybody who seems to stand in your way, who doesn't share your dream, your vision, and your goals and your ambition, who isn't actively helping you get there, you see as a liability, and you get annoyed with them, and you see them as holding you back, and you blame them for every failure, and it can turn a relationship really toxic in a very big hurry. So, Linda, you probably have hit the nail on the head of why their relationship didn't work. She's got ambition and vision and dreams, but she's not yet learned to appreciate people's presence in her life. All right. That's an entire possibility. Of course she will. There's no sin in flirting with a cop if you're single. Now, if you're married or if you're with somebody, that's another matter. I always say that flirting with somebody when you're in a committed relationship is issuing an invitation you have no intent to issuing an invitation to a party you have no intention of throwing. It's cruel. Jeremy! Well, late people have to bring the donuts. Apple fritters, huh? Woo! Hey! Good to see you, Sean. Oh yeah, it's a total masterpiece. It's more like it. Let's see. Ta-ta. Nah, let's see. You need more coffee? This chat is making you hungry. Well, and don't doubt it, Cal. I mean, they're talking donuts and apple fritters and all kinds of goodness and coffee. The whole 9 yards, man. I'm telling you. I didn't expect coffee chat. That's what we're going to do from now on. Coffee chat with donuts and fritters. I don't know. Oh my goodness. You know what? That is insane. He would not dismiss her immediately. He would collect information about the person. Yeah, my writing is well, you can tell this is a rough draft. You got to think through these things before you finalize. But in this case, yeah. Let's just start here. We're gonna rewrite some of this on the fly because it just doesn't sit right with me. Let's see. There we go. Thank you, miss. How do you know this Hawkeye fellow? Brood banter on Fridays? Interesting. Sorry. Okay, so what happened was I was going through the process of getting the logistics of Fireball settled, and then I realized that he hadn't really stopped to question Lauren about Hawkeye. He's not really doing investigative work. They're discussing Fireball, but he hasn't done any beyond letting her show him the evidence that there's been some kind of scuffle, some kind of possible threat. He didn't collect any evidence. He didn't ask her any questions about the case or about Hawkeye. And that wouldn't be normal for a police officer to do. He's not going to just dismiss her and tell her to go home. She was first on the scene. She probably has the most knowledge about things. What time is Brood Banner on Fridays, Tom? Pavlov and Schrodinger, or you never get the copy. Erica's channel. Okay. That's cool. Yeah. 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we might be able to make that. It depends on the schedule. Sometimes we get Mia Jane duty on, like this Friday, she was sick, so. There we go. Now we can rearrange. Ba-dum-bum. Well, let's not have him be that forward. That's true. He would ask for an ID. Hey, no worries. Thanks for coming, Sparky. I'll talk to you later. All right, that's okay. We've got about 3 minutes before we're going to wrap up, so I'll just read the chapter that we've written. And you guys can pick it apart. That's the beauty of it. It's a rough draft, so I have no offenses taken if you find flaws or decide to tell me that I did something wrong, because I probably did. Chapter 13, The Police Arrive. The police cruiser pulled up behind Lauren's car, and a tall, dark-haired man with light curls emerged from the vehicle. She waited for him to make the approach, sizing him up as he did. Are you Lauren Sands? He asked. I am, she said with a smile. Thank you for coming. I think my friend is in trouble. He nodded. That's what I gathered from the report. Can you show me what you saw? She walked with him to the back of Hawkeye's house and pointed out the shattered glass, the broken-in door, along with the blood stains on the pavement. He took notes as she spoke. "Thank you, miss. How do you know this Hawkeye fellow?" he asked, "and what can you tell me about him?" She shrugged. "He's our bass player." "You two aren't denied him, are you?" he asked. She shook her head and laughed. "Hawkeye and me? No. He's more like a grumpy older brother, to be honest. The man makes it hard to love him, but we do our best." The officer nodded as he took more notes. "Tell me more?" Lauren said. "What would you like to know?" "How long have you known him?" he asked. "About a year in person. We met via a stream we both participate in, run by a guy named Mortis, the mad musician. We a couple of years ago, and he joined the band when we figured out we both lived in the same city," she explained. "How did you discover that Hawkeye was missing?" he asked her. "Started with a phone call, I guess. Seymour, another of the guys in the stream, asked me to check on Hawkeye," she explained. "He knew we lived in the same city." "I see, and why did he do that?" the officer asked. "Oh, that's right. It was Mortis's weird stream. He was doing this, I don't know, scavenger hunt, he called it, out at Mammoth Caves, but all the stuff he lifted off for us, easy for me to say, listed off for us to look for was Hawkeye's. I mean, really iconic, unique stuff that not just anybody would have. And then he was giving as a prize Hawkeye's most prized possession, his guitar. It shocked us both," she told him. The officer's eyebrows rose. "So this Mortis guy is out at Mammoth Caves, offering a scavenger hunt for Hawkeye's stuff, including his most prized possession?" She nodded. "It sounds even weirder now that you say it like that." He frowned and closed his books. "Do you have the number for this Mortis guy?" She nodded and pulled out her phone. "Right here." "Can I get your number in case I need to do a follow-up with you? Also, can I see your ID?" he asked. She gave both to him. He thanked her and asked, "Anything else I should know?" She shook her head. "Just Fireball, his cat. I can't bring her to my apartment. What will be done with her?" The officer eyed the fluff ball sitting in the seat of her car and shifted his feet uncomfortably. "We usually take him to the shelter." "You can't do that," she gasped. "Fireball's his only stable companion. He needs her." The officer frowned and looked back at his vehicle. Maybe I could take her?" Lauren gave him a smile. "You would do that? Oh, I'd be so appreciative. You've got no idea what that would mean to Hawkeye." "I don't know if my roommate's gonna like that," he said. "Your roommate? You mean girlfriend?" she asked. The officer blushed. "No, ma'am. Roommate. I don't have a girlfriend." Lauren picked up Fireball and handed the cat to the officer. "Well, if you give me your number, I can bring you some cat food and litter later. I'll make sure you've got everything you need to take care of Fireball until Hawkeye gets back." The officer's eyebrows rose up in surprise. Thanks? I guess you can put her in the cruiser until I get finished with the investigation." Lauren eyed the cruiser and then the officer. "Why don't I stay out here with her while you get to work? That way you won't have to worry about her making an accidental mess in your vehicle." He gave her a lopsided grin. "That's probably for the best, miss. Although I really shouldn't be letting you stay. It might be dangerous. You sure you don't mind?" She winked. "I like a little danger. That's why I joined a rock band." He chuckled. "What's the band name? I may need to ask some of the others about Hawkeye." "Toxic Chemical Smoothie," she said. "It's the best stuff you've never had." "Quite the name there. I'll have to check it out sometime," he said. "Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to get some work done. Please stay in the vehicle with the cat until I return." Woohoo! We did it, folks! We did it! We got a chapter written. We have advanced the story. We have found out more about Lauren and Hawkeye and their band. And we are ready for chapter 14. My goodness, guys, we have done a lot of work. We have got 14 chapters worth of stuff we have written all over the course of these streams. So, thank you guys. If you have time to join me on Monday, I will be back doing art. It will be more of the interactive art on Monday, 6:30 p.m. to 7:45 p.m. This time, instead of playing in Photoshop, I'm going to show you a tour of Illustrator and what Illustrator can do. The guitar that we started, we're going to turn that into some illustrated designs. So we're going to have fun with that. And then next week, I may be doing this again with a different location. Thanks for joining me, and y'all have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. Enjoy all of your time, and be sure to keep yourself creative, because creativity is how we heal the heart. Yeah, I know, right? Can't wait for Seymour to remember Delilah. That is going to be an interesting thing now that we've got Delilah in there. I don't know what Seymour's going to do. All right, I'll talk at you later. Thanks for joining us today.